All right, so we are going to quickly look at how to design your own logo from the scratch. That is designing your own sample logo and trying to make it up. That is what we are going to look at today. So I want us to just begin our discussion today by just going to file. So before you can start designing your logo, the first thing you have to do is to go to file. So here is file, I click. And this time around, you don't go to open, you don't go here, you come to new. So you need a sheet to work with, a background sheet to work with. So you come to new, don't click anywhere but new. You click on new, there will be a pop-up menu. This is the pop-up menu. This is where you can choose your sheets. So these are the lists. I would prefer international paper, whereby we have under international paper, we have different kinds of sizes. We have A4, A6, A5, A3. Then we have the B's and the C's. All right, so quickly, let me come to say A4. Let me just choose A4. And then, so the width of the A4 is 210. Then the height of it is 294. But then I would prefer a square shape. So let me just increase this one to 297, so that the width and the height will be the same, 297 here, 297 here. So it will be a perfect square. All right, so, okay, I'm done. So the sheet has loaded. This is the sheet now I'm going to work on. Very simple. So I'm going to show us some few stuff. The first one is text, how to manipulate with your text. And then the second one will be how to now use your shapes to do your design. So let's quick start and see how it goes. All right, so I'll start with the text. I'll just come here. This is the text, you see the T here. Click on the text. Now, with the text, we have different kinds. We have the horizontal type, we have the vertical type. So the horizontal has to do with the normal typing, and then the vertical has to do with the up and down. Then the horizontal type would mask 2, and then the vertical. But for the purpose of our discussion today, we are going to just hold on to the first one, which is horizontal type 2. So you simply select that one. Then you come to your sheet, wherever you want to start typing, you click once, just once. And then you see the cursor for you to continue your typing. All right. So here is the cursor. You can now start your typing. So I prefer caps lock to be on so that all my write-ups will be in capitals. So let's start. Let's say Jesus campaign. Jesus campaign. All right, so that's it. I'll just highlight it and then try to change the color. So after you have highlighted, you know, you have finished. If you finish the typing of the text, of the text, just highlight it, and then you can just come here, this one, the character here. That's what you use to, you know, reshape your text. So just click on this one, and then everything about the text will pop up here. So I can change the color. Remember when we typed, the color was yellow. And change the color to say blue or something like that. Yeah, something like blue is okay. All right. So if you select the blue here, when you select this place, you can now come and choose between where you want it to be. So that's not a big deal at all. So I can be anywhere. When I click on the pink here, I can now come here. So just click on any part of the color where you want to be. If you want to be in the blue aspect, just click on the blue to come here. Then you now choose which, either deep or light or whatever you want to choose. If you want red, you click here. Then now you choose the red you want to be. If you want the corner here, you just click here. You can even drag it to the corner just to get your deeper red. So this time around, let me just choose blue. Choose blue is okay. So I think the color, I like it. So I click the blue, and then that's it. So the color has changed to blue. Then I can also change the font size. Change the font size. Let me just scroll down a little bit, see the different kinds. Okay. All right. So I think this one is okay for me. I'll choose this one. So it says campaign. And then I think this is the size. You can either increase it or decrease it. If I come to 60, the size reduces. Notwithstanding, you can also, if you think the size is too small, you can still just click here, because the highest is 72, but maybe you want it to be much bigger. So you can just click here and delete the 72. And let's say if I want 100, I'll just click 100. And that's it to come. All right, so that's it. I want 100. But then it appears it is the sizes, because I've increased the size, the Jesus campaign is all together. So I can just space it out a little bit. The spacing of the letters, let's say 75. Okay. 75 is okay. 100, it's okay. All right, so you don't worry. For the sake of my distance, I'll just let's be on 0. Depending on the font size you choose, then you will know whether you have to space it out a little bit or not. But here I'll not work with 100. I will just maintain the 72 so that it become okay for me. If your font size is okay and you can increase the size, you can just go on. There's no problem with that. All right, so let's go on. I think everything I want to do now is okay for me. So I'll just click just here. Again, you click here again, it just go back. You click, it come back. The same place you click again, it go back. Simple as ABC. Immediately I finish with the font size, I'll just come here, come to the selection tool. Because when you click anywhere, nothing will happen. I'll just have to come to the selection tool. Immediately you click, this thing is released. Therefore, I can just click on it, drag it to where I want it to be. So I want it to be in the middle here. Yeah, it's okay for me. All right, so I want to add another text. Let's say this is campaign. I want to add something like the kingdom of God is near. So I'll just come and select the text again. Click here. Then I'll say the kingdom of God. It's near. All right. I'll finish the typing. I'll just have to highlight it. Then you come here the same way. Come here, click. Then you resize it. This time around, I want to make it around 18. Okay, 18 is too small. It's too small. It's too small. Let's say 36. All right. Now let me just increase the spacing a little bit. Spacing, let me say 50. It's okay. 50. All right. Maybe the size is too big. Let me say 24. Okay, 24 is cool. Just say 30. Okay, 30 is cool. Let me just increase the spacing a little bit. 75. All right. It's okay. All right, I can change the color too. Let me say this one, I want the color red. I want color red. If I'm done with anything I want to do here, this one, there are a lot of things here you can just, this learning ground. So you can just try to test it and see what happens. So just work around it. After you are done, you just click this one, it's gone. Then I say, when you finish, you just come where, click your selection tool and it will just become clear for you. Now let me come here. I want this one to be the same as this one, the length to be the same. So let me just come and click on the test again and come and click inside of this one. Since I want to still work on this one, just click on inside of the kingdom of God. It's near, click there. You see, I'm there. Let me just highlight it and see if I could space it a little bit so that the length will be okay for me. Let me say 100. Not okay. Let me say 200. Okay, 200. Let me say 190. 190. 180, 180, 180, 180 can work. 180, 180, 180. 70. Try 70 and see. Okay, that's okay. So let me just click here, come and click the selection tool. All right. So you can continue now. All right. So we have Jesus campaign, the kingdom of God is near. All right. So what do I have to add again? Let's it's okay. You can add as many as you want. The text, you can add as many as you want. And the same way, let me say I want to add something like a horizontal, vertical one. This one is horizontal. So let me just come to vertical. Just type something. Let's see. So let me say this. God is good. See. God. All right. Let me just highlight on this one to the same thing. Just highlight. Just come here. Just change the text, the font size. I think the font size, I want to make it this time around. Let me see what I will choose this one. Okay. Then I'll change the color to color this. This one I'm just choosing, depending on your taste, you just choose what you think is okay for you. So I want to reduce the spacing a little bit. Let me say 5. Okay, good. Click here again. Let it just go up back to its normal. Then just come back here. Select the selection tool. It's okay. So now I can drag the board here. Yeah. I want this one to be a little bit nearer. When you select this one, you can just use your mouse. I'm saying your keyboard. You see the 4 arrows there, the up, down, the side and side. So the left, the right, the up and down. That particular arrows there. You can just use it. So if you want it to go down, you can just press the down. If you want it to go up, you just press the up key. Use side and side, you just pressing the side and side, and it will just be okay. All right, so that's all that I want to do here. Okay, I want to now go to shapes. So today we are going to just focus on one shape. That is, you come here, you right click, and you see that here we have rectangle tool, rounded rectangle tool, and then ellipse. polygon 2, line 2, and custom shape 2. So today we are going to focus on ellipse. Just click on ellipse, then come and draw your circle. If you want a perfect circle, like a circle which has all the sizes the same, then it means that one you have to press shift. Just press shift, hold on, and click. And then so you press shift, hold on, and press right, you right click it and hold on that one too. So together you hold the two. This means you are drawing a perfect square. That's one. You know. But if you don't press the shift, that one, the circle is different. Let's take it for example. Let me delete this one. If I don't press the shift, I'll just come here and just draw. You see that one, I can just draw it this way, go here. So that one you click and then you just drag your mouse and then the shape that you want. That one you can draw any imperfect circle, you know, or you can just work it out to just get a perfect. But if you want a perfect circle, like a circle which is very perfect, you have to press the shift, hold it, press what? Then you press the shift, you hold it, and you right, you click, you hold it. So press shift, hold it, and then click, hold it. So you are holding two things. The shift, you have clicked, and you are holding it. Then you click, and you are holding it. So the two hold, you are holding the two, then you just drag your mouse. So you get your perfect square. So this is the perfect square. I just release it. All right, so let me change the color to say blue. Change the color to say blue. All right. So I'm done. I can still resize it if I want. If I'm done, I'll just come and select this one, this particular selection tool every day. Come here, then now see it's gone. So you can move your circle anywhere you want. Okay, so I want it to be in the middle here. That's okay. And then I want to add more circles. Now, one thing is that this particular shape, I can begin to bring in other ellipse, circle. And the more I bring more, the more the ellipse become more. You see this text here, every text here has its own layer. You have Jesus campaign, it has its own layer. The kingdom of God is near, it has its own layer. God, it has its own layer. So this eclipse tool, if I select, anyone I select, it will have its own layer, but I don't want that. I want all the eclipse to be on one layer, just this one. So what do? I just have to come and select this one as it is on it already. You can see it's already selected. And I'll come to here, the eclipse again, the ellipse tool again. And then on the ellipse tool, I'll just shift to this place. And I will click if I want to combine shape. In other words, if I want the ellipse that I'm coming to draw to be joined to the previous one, I just click on combine shape. If I want to take a portion of the old ellipse, I'll just say subtract, then intersect shape areas, and then include all these things. We are going to use it, so don't worry. So let's start with the combine shapes. So I click on the combine shapes. So immediately I come and click on the combine shapes. I'll just come here. Then this one too, if you want a perfect square, you have to press shift and shift and then click and hold the two and draw a circle. So this one I've combined. All right, so let's continue now. I can draw more. No, you don't have to go and select it again. You can draw as many as you want. Since you are now drawing you are not drawing the combining there, you can just move it. All right, so all these things are joining. All right, and in the same way, I can also choose to take away. Also choose to take away. So let me say I want to take away now. So I will just come here. And I'll just say subtract. And when I say subtract, it takes away. And when I come here and I say combine, it adds. So based on what you have selected. So now let me come and select a new one, new eclipse. I'm going to take away. So I'll now come here and say take away, subtract. So when I come and begin to do the circle, see that I'll be taking away. If I want a perfect square, click shift, hold it, then click and hold, and then draw your circle. All right. Okay. Didn't subtract. 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 That's what we are doing. So if you want a perfect square, click shift, and then click, hold it, drag it, and then draw a circle. You just don't want that. Okay. All right, let me just come here again, move it to this, come to this, subtract. So, all right, can just be subtracting anyhow. This one, I don't have any plan in my mind. I don't have any plan of the design in my mind. So I'm just trying to show you how to take out and how to add. That's all. So don't just say, "Hi, what are you doing now?" Just anything. I'm just drawing anything. So if you really have a plan in your mind that, oh, I want to cut this portion of the circle, that one is that's your work. You have a plan. And this is just a training, so no plan. I'm just taking out. Then if I want to add to, I just have to come here and just continue adding. So if I click here and I come and select this one, and I say combine, means when I begin to select my Eclipse and I come here, I can easily combine shapes. If I draw the circle, it combines. If I draw the circle, it combines. If I draw the circle, it combines the two shapes together. Combine. Okay. So that's how the taking away and the combining looks like. So that is just by the way. All right, so if I'm done with this Eclipse, I think it's okay for me. I'll just come and select the selection tool, this one. Then you see how it is. Now I can move it around wherever I want. I'll just have to click it and drag it anywhere I want to. That's how it is. So this one, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. If you want to select this one and make it smaller, it's simple. Just Control T and it will be selected. Control T and it will be selected. Control T and it will be selected. So let's say Control T. So the whole thing is selected. All right. So this one too, if I want to resize it without making some portion like shake or other stuff, I want it to be a perfect, resizing. I just have to press Shift. I will click on one of the edges, then drag it. You see, this one, it means all of them are resized perfectly without any kind of some portion going in and then others come back. But if you just want to shape it on your own free distance, you don't have to hold the shift. You just have to click here, you can move it here, that's okay. If you want to move it down, you can just hold here and just shift it, that's okay. But if you want a perfect shifting, this one too, you can just click here and just move it, that's it. So any way you want it. So maybe I have resized it, I think it's okay for me. You can just mark it here. Okay. Then I can just move this one. There, actually, so I can just click it and drag it here. I think this is okay for me. Bring it here. All right. All right. So, what again? I want to draw something else. Let me come and take the ellipse again. I want to draw a new one. So I'll just come and draw this circle. This one, the perfect one. Okay. So you see, immediately I did this one. See, I have a second ellipse. Second one. Because this one I didn't pass through this one. So that's how it is. So I have a second ellipse. Okay, now with this second ellipse, I just have to bring it here. All right. Then I want to draw another one inside of this one, overlapping or something. So I'll come here and come and select something like, okay, let me say, overlap. Let me see overlap. So I'll come here, select this one, come here, select overlapping. So now it's here. Okay. So let me set my eclipse and then come here. If you want a perfect circle, click shift or click on shift, then hold it and click, then drag your circle. Drag your circle. Okay, circle. Shape I don't like, so I can just press. If I don't like the shape, I can just press Ctrl Z so that I delete it. Sample. All right, let me draw it again. Shift, click, then hold it and just draw a circle. All right. Okay. Let me see whether I can resize it. So we just come here, click this one. Then this one you can change the color so that it becomes easy for you. It's a color red. Control Z, Control Z, yes. Control Z to just go back. If the Control Z doesn't work, just come here and say step back. Okay, I can also say step back again. I didn't like the shape I drew. All right, so let me draw it again. Come and take your ellipse, then draw your shape. Okay. So can press on shift, click, hold the tool and drag it to draw your perfect square, your perfect circle. Okay. This one, you can change the color to say red. Okay. Let's see. What happened? Okay. So that's it. If you want to cut it, you can just say subtract it and it will just subtract. If you want it to combine, you just say combine, but this one is overlapping. So that's it. Okay, so I click on this one. Let me see what I can just get this. Okay. It's okay. Let's take the red. It's okay. All right, so I click this one. It's here now. I can also add another circle, overlap. Let's come here, select my overlapping. I'll just draw my square shift, click and drag. Okay. So that's also another circle. I can reshape it just by selecting it. Just give it this color blue, okay, for this one. Red, red. Okay. Right. So mission complete. I just have to click here. And I'm done. So let's take it for example. If I want this circle to move a little bit, just have to bring it here. So all this one is just one eclipse. So you can move it to where you want it to be. Okay. Right. So I'm done with this eclipse, and then there's all that I want to do. So immediately I finish the design like this. Maybe this all that I want to do. If I also want some to bring some kind of line or something, I can just say, let me add the line. So this one you can just take one of the, right click here and select rectangle to select rectangle to you just draw your line. Just click and drag it and draw a line. You know, when you bring it down, it means you're making it big. So don't bring it too down. It's a small one here, make it a line. It's a line, small line like this. Then move it So you leave it, you can give it a color. The normal color is red. You can change it to say this one. Okay. See this one. All right. So if you are done, click on this one. And this one I can shift it a little bit. Simply use your arrow keys. One on the keyboard to just control when you want to go up or down, side and side. You just use it. All right. So I think that's all. I can do a lot of stuff here, moving up and down, trying to cut some here and there. You know, that's depending on you. So let me say I'm done with this one. This is the only thing I want to do. This is just the introduction, the basics. So don't worry, you just go much deeper with complex designs. So just this one is just trying to learn how to take the shape, bring it here, cutting, combine, and this kind of stuff, overlap. So since I'm done, I'll just simply come here. I'm done with this one, so I'll just come and combine all my shapes here. There are lots of shapes here. So I'll start from the top, select this one, and then press Control on my keyboard. Press Control, select the second one. So you are press Control, press Control and hold it, and then be selecting these ones, clicking on these ones, select all of them. You are selecting all of them, with the exception of the last one, which is the background. Don't select the background, just select all the works you have done, with the exception of the background. After, leave the Control key, then just come to any one of them. So I can just come to this one, right click, and then comes to up here. There's something here called Convert to Smart Object. Is you want all the things to be combined as one object. So just click it, and then everything is now one. So you see here, it's just one. So the background and this one, all of them combined. So now, therefore, I can move all my shapes at once. I can just move all my shapes at once. Now it's one. Okay. Now, good. Let's go on to mockup. First, you have to make sure that you hide the background. How do you hide it? Just click here. Then it's now PNG. The background is now PNG. The transparent background. Let's use this one. That's cool. When you finish this one, you want to save it. You can save it for your work or anything. But right now, I want to come and mock up this one. So what do? I come here, select my file, open here. Now going to choose the mockup to use. So this one, and mockups are here. All right, so which one do I want to use? Which one do I want to use? This time around, I want to use this. Okay, let me try this one. This one. So it's loading. Let's hold on a little bit. All right, so this is what I want to use. Okay, open. All right, so the mockup is here. Oh, I didn't choose that. Let's close this one. I didn't choose the mockup, rather close. Yeah, so open. So if I want to use this one, it means this is the mockup. This one is the picture itself. So this is the mockup. 1 to 2 here. So double click to come. All right. So the mockup is here. It's available now. Okay. So what do? I just have to come here. And just right click, say edit content. Say keep layers. All right. So I have my listing now, my transparent this one now. So all that I have to do is I have to close the first one. The first one didn't have the transparent one. That is why I have to export it, open it. I needed to open this one, kind of edit content for it to go to a transparent first, because this one has not been sent to the transparent yet. So I can now close this one, the first one. And I'll go to the second one. This is what I want to use. So what do I do? This is the transparent one. I just have to right click it. See edit content here, and then it will come like this. So my own logo is here. This one is the mockup, and this one is the transparent one, which I will be using. So the only thing I have to do is come to my logo, just click, hold it, drag it, and bring it to the third one, which is this one. Leave it, and it is here. I think it's too big. If it is too big, you have to resize it because it's kind of occupy the whole space. So just press Control. Whenever you want to select something and resize it, just press Control. Say it. All right. See. All right. So now I can just resize it. I can now resize it. Yes, like that. I want it to come here. I can just use my arrow keys. To move it up and down, small side and side. So there's no problem if you want to use your arrow keys just to move things around. So I'm just using my right arrow key, moving it. I can just use it to move up a little bit. It's okay. Yeah, the size is okay. So when you are done with the resizing, when you are done with the resizing, simply click, mark this one here, click it. Let's click this one, you are done. You can see the previous one is still there. So you just have to come and do what? Hide it. Just click it and then you are it. All right, so now I've hidden the previous one. So I can simply close this one. So do you want to save the changes? Blah, blah, blah. You just click yes. So you wait for your mockup to now turn things around for you. 10 things around, 10 things around, 10 things around. This one, you see how it looks like. There are different kinds of mockup, so whichever you want. All right, so immediately it is done. It will move you straight up to your own design, the first logo. So this is the mockup now. You just click on this and it will bring you your mockup. This is it. This is our work. Finished. Good. All right. So you can export this one for anything that you want to do. So you can also try other mockups. Yeah, you can also try other mockups. So this one, when I'm done, I'll just come here, say File, Save As. Now I'll choose maybe PNG or JPEG. If you want the smaller size, just choose JPEG. If you want the quality to remain, what do you call it? The quality and the size to be standardized, just choose PNG. So whichever you want, PNG, big size, JPEG, small size. So prefer PNG. Just name it whatever name you want, and then choose the folder you want to save in. So lesson, I want to save it in lesson. Save it in lesson. So I'll just type the name for it, any name you want. And then click save. We'll just save it for you. Save it for you. One thing is that you can test other mockups to see which one you prefer. You know, some mockups looks beautiful than others, depending on your design. So if you test this one, well, okay, fine. Test it and you think the other ones will be better for you, fine. Right here, so when this one pops up, choose non-fast and press OK. It is done. All right, so saving 100% complete. Now let me just close this one and then import another mockup and see how it will also look like. So no. All right, so my design is here. Let me import another mockup. Open. Another mockup. And say this one. Okay, just test this one. Right here, already the PN, the transparent background logo is here, so it makes our work easier. click here, right click, just right click here, right click, this one pop up, come to edit contents. The third one will appear. That one is so simple. Come to my first, which is my logo, drag it, send it to the third one, drop it, just leave it. Okay. All right. Size is too big. What is the shortcut? Control T. Good. All right. So I can now shift it. I can press the shift if I want the size to be. All right. Okay. In here, I have to make it big, go big a little bit. It's okay. All right. It's okay. So move it to the middle a little bit. It's okay. Just mark it. Let's go. So what do? I have to hide this one so that this one will be off. Now my own is there. Close it. You want to save any changes? Yes. And then it's okay now. Get your mockup. So immediately the third one is done, jumps you straight up to the first one. That is not a big deal. Yes, your mockup is on the second one. Click it, and that is there. Beautiful. Go. It's good. It's good. All right. So whichever you will think is okay for you, you just choose. That's okay. This one too, you can the same way you can save it. Just come to file, come to save as, and then you are saving PNG or JPEG. You can still try other mockups also. You can close this one. After saving, you can close this one and try other ones. So whichever you want, yeah, you just have to. So thank you so much, and practice and get back to me with any question. That'll be okay. So let me stop sharing the screen and save.